Hello there, January 2024. These are the chickens in my garden. This is one of my beehives. The first one I got about 7 years ago. Currently one colony in there on the left-hand side, and it's empty on the right-hand side. Also, as we go to the other side of my garden, is a secondary and also second-hand beehouse, or omlet beehouse, again with one colony to the left and empty to the right. We're now going to wander down to the allotments near my house, and if you can look at those, I don't know, half a dozen vertical posts in the distance, you'll perhaps notice that that's a barrier. I use that to hide the bees behind and stop them flying up and upsetting the people in the allotment. So this is really where the action is. And you can see to the right one top bar hive, and then a series of poly boxes stacked up. 3 of them are nuke boxes, each with a small colony, although the one on the left is struggling a bit, plus a poly hive. And this monstrosity is a self-designed, made out of aerated blocks, self-designed hive made out of aerated blocks. And then finally, cutting to the chase, this is my top bar hive number 1. Now that's made out of scaffold boards, and it then has a series of top bars, each 38 millimeters across. You'll also notice there's some pins in there which tell me what's going off on the inside. Now, just gone for a little walk down to a little bit of woodland, quite near my house. This is where my second top bar and final hive lives. So just walking past this little stream, my Wellington boots on, and there it is in the distance, or not in the distance, at the other end of the woodland. Now this top bar hive is the same as top bar hive number 1, although it's never been painted or treated. It just sits in its natural colour. Again, there's a colony in there. I don't know if they're going to survive the winter. They weren't the strongest going into winter, so we shall see. It's only January. There's not a great deal I can do at this stage, so now's a good time to introduce what I've got and where it is. There we go. So I don't know where my finger's pointing at. I was obviously talking at this point. But there you go. Anyway, this is a top bar hive, or the second one. Inside this one, I decided it would be a great idea to try and insulate it, or provide further insulation by putting a pillar full of lambswool. It's actually llama wool, I think, or alpaca, or whatever it is that somebody gave me. It does tend to attract mice, so don't actually mind it attracting things down in the woods. There it is with the lid up, you can see. Again, there's a colony in there. I'm not going to disturb them in January. Later in the year, the plan will be to sort of get involved and share my experiences. Don't know what I'm talking about there. My hand's flapping around. I decided to put the sound on afterwards because it was quite windy. Just treated myself to a new microphone. So the next video will feature myself talking with the microphone, which sounds nice and clear. So I'll round it up. That's my operation. I'm going to concentrate mainly this year on going through what's happening in the top bar hive, rather than the other hives, although I will feature them a little bit. Again, you can see a series of top bars, again 38 millimeters across. Okay,